Hello, I'm going to tell you a story. It's about a forest, a long, long time ago. And in this forest there were big trees, there were small bushes, there were all kinds of plants. Some of the plants you might be there, might be the ones that you go and see when you walk up the byes or when you walk along the road or even when you're down here by the Sidmouth River. Oh, such beautiful, beautiful plants. And there were lots of animals there. And there were lions, there was tigers, there was elephants, there were llamas and giraffes, and there were cats and there was dogs, and there was birds, there was all kind of parrots and owls and little robins. Lots and lots of different birds. They all lived together in one place. And they all lived together very happily. But one day there was lightning. And it struck down in the forest. And as the lightning came down, it hit the trees. And some of the trees, they blew up into flame. And they were burning and burning and burning and burning. Oh, and all the animals looked around them and oh, the smoke, it was dreadful. They could hardly breathe. And the animals that were nearest to the fire were, it's hurting, it's too hot. So all the animals started to run and run and run and trying to get out of the forest, trying to find the way. And some of them were climbing over each other, trying to get out. And the monkeys were coming down from the trees and going, ee, 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 ee. And all the animals were trying to go. But there was one, a little parrot. And instead of going all the way everybody else was going, was flying back. What are you doing? They said. Don't go that way. That's where the fire is. Come with us. We're going this way. And the little parrot said, I can't. I've got to put the fire out. What? Don't be silly. You can't put the fire out. Oh, but I could try. And what the little parrot had done, he'd gone to where the lake was, and then he got into the water and got all the water into his wings and his feather. And then he came, and then he flew over the tree and then just shook himself, and all the water began to fall down. But that's not enough. It's not make any difference, said all the other animals. Oh, said the little parrot, I can only try. And the parrot flew back to where the lake was and filled his wings with water again. And then he flew up into the sky and went again and I can only try, said the parrot. I can only try. Then some of the animals looked at each other. If the little parrot can try, then we can too. And so they went into the lake and they filled their furs, they filled their feathers, they filled everything they had, and even some of them drank some of the water. And they went back into the jungle and then they shook their skins and the water began to fall and they out the water. And do you know, it may not have done very much, but it did enough for animals to have a safe passage. Oh, well done, little parrot. Well done, little parrot. But the forest was still burning. And high in the sky, the creator, the world right at the back in the beginning of time was looking down. And he's seen how little parrot, and he's seen how all the animals and the birds and the insects and the bees, they had all tried to put the water out by working together. He said, oh, look at them. And so he waved. And with the thunder and with the lightning, there came rain. Shh, shh. And the rain put out the fire. And the animals were safe. And the Creator looked down at little parrot and said, little parrot, for showing the way, I will fill your feathers with such colours. The people will see those colours and remember what little parrot did and how he inspired all the others to join together and work together. And do you know, I have a feather in my hat. It's here. Can you see it? It's a purple feather. And I wear this to remind myself that little parrot, He started, he tried. And if at least one person starts trying, then everybody else will join in. Thank you.